Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new 2022 R-Pod 190 by Forestriver RV. We're going to take a few seconds, run you through the inside and outside, and then we'll close it all up at the end and show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are up inside the new 2022 R-Pod 190 model here. And we are looking at the rear of the coach. So across the back end here, you have a U-shaped dinette. On the lower side, there is a little door that flips open, and that goes underneath the dinette, but also part of the outside storage compartment you'll see here in a little bit. Electric outlet on the right lower part. This will go down and make into a bed if you want it to. Window on each side of the dinette does open, but the one on the back wall does not. See if we can spin around here and get you a decent view of this looking forward here. So you got your entry door area there. Up top you have your solar charge controller if you do the solar feature. There is a radio up there to control the indoor and outdoor speakers. TV feature here is also 12 volt. Some USB charger ports. A little bit of storage area there. And you have your electric box with your breakers and fuses down there. There's also a fire extinguisher as well. Entry door does have a screen door, and there's also a window so you can see out as well. Looking toward the front area here, you have your 12 volt slide system right here. Down below you have a little bit of storage below the sink. The convection microwave feature here so you can cook or microwave. Large single bowl sink. 2-burner stovetop with a flip down glass lid. Now this lid, when it flips up, kind of acts as a backsplash. See what you have, the propane stovetop there. And then you do have some storage up above, has a little shock assist on it as well. Now down below here, central vac feature has the dustpan vac. Does not come with the hose. You'd have to buy that aftermarket through the vac system website. But you do have the dustpan vac, so you can sweep everything right into that. Currently using the Norcold gas and electric refrigerator. It's roughly 5 cubic foot, so you do have a small freezer up top. You have 3 full extending ball bearing drawer guided drawers, and then hanging closet up above. Propane leak detector down below. Access panel to get underneath of the shower area just to kind of check it out in case of leaks or anything in the future. Monitoring panel here on the wall, basically telling you what's going on with your battery. You can also see fresh water, black water, gray water levels, water pump, water heater on gas switch. There's an electric switch outside of the water heater on the lower left corner. AC system. AC system and the furnace both work off the digital thermostat. Propane furnace. Looking in here, we have our bathroom area. So you have foot flush toilet, a little bit of storage space underneath the sink area, and then your traditional medicine cabinet up above. Turbo exhaust fan. Skylight above the shower area. ABS tub surround. Pull across curtain. Step-in shower. Now, right here is also what's called a shower miser. This right here is basically a water saver. So you can turn that on and off. Spinning back up to the front here, we have our bed area. So down below, there's a little bit of storage underneath the bed. The furnace is also located under the bed, blows out some heat. And then you have the electric outlet down there. Window on each side of the bed does open, and the front window also opens. Now there is a night shade and a screen shade here as well. You'll see this a little bit when we get outside also. You have kind of a deep tint bubble window. Little shelf area up above. Now there's also TV setup over here if you wanted to do a TV. So there's a 12-volt outlet there, and then you have your cable outlet also. Down below, some more controls. All right, we are going to head back outside. I want to show you around the outside of the RV, and we will come back in and close it up. We'll be right back on the outside. All right, we are now back on the outside of the brand new 2022 R-Pod 190 model here. Starting here on the door side of the RV, we have a power awning with an LED light strip built in. Does have a manual override in case of an electronic failure, and you have adjustable arms for tilting. It's a white fiberglass exterior with a lower gray, and then you do have some vinyl decals. Deep tint safety glass windows. There's a pretty good size storage compartment here on the front section. You can also see that Blue Ox Sway Pro hitch there that this customer is going with, just to kind of help with towing. You have stabilizer jacks, your sewer dump hose holder. Down below here is a gas line hookup for an outside grill setup that comes with it. There is a little cold water spray port there, and also a little table that will go next to your grill. I didn't put the grill out, but you can see the little table there. 2 outdoor speakers, traditional porch light. It's nice to have a porch light and an LED light strip, so you could use either or. Single axle unit, and they are using a torsion flex axle, which makes it more of an independent suspension compared to a traditional leaf spring setup. So it does have a little more nicer ride to it. They're currently using Goodyear Endurance tires, and you have aluminum wheels, drum brakes. Double entrance step getting you in and out of the RV. You have that black entry door there. It does have a window in it as well, so you can see in or out. There is a little pet-friendly leash latch down below on the frame there, so you could leash up your pet. Pass-through storage compartment here across the back area. You'll also see some little stickers that talk about the Azdel composite material. Your model number's also right there as well. The Azdel is a really nice feature there. That is what the sidewall fiberglass is attached to instead of a wood Luan board. So that does make it a lot less likely to have any type of delamination issue or wood rot issue when it comes to a sidewall, because it is aluminum studded frame, foam block insulated, and Azdel material instead of wood on your outer sidewall. Spare tire on the back. That is in like a little 1.25" hitch receiver. Some people choose to take the spare out, put it in the back of your tow vehicle, and then put a small bike rack on the back for a couple bikes. So you could do that aftermarket if you wanted. The rear of the unit is also fiberglass, along with the front and the top. This right here is a one-piece sheet. a fiberglass that rolls front to back, where a lot of RVs have like a rubber or vinyl roof, and even the larger R-Pods have a different roof. But here, when you get into the smaller R-Pods, it is a one-piece fiberglass. The other side of the storage compartment here, again, scissor jacks on the rear as well. Your gray water dump located right here. Detachable power cord, 30 amp electric service. You have a cable satellite inlet there as well. Those baggage doors, by the way, are held up by magnetic holders instead of plastic clips. Slide out is a Schwintek or Lippert in-wall slide. And that right there basically is a 12-volt motor system that runs it in and out. It is pre-set up for a Solera slide topper if you wanted to put an awning topper over top of it. The little black panels here, these are access panels for maintenance of the refrigerator and also heat exhausting out of it as well. Down below here is your toilet dump. There's low point water drains for hot and cold water right there. And then underneath the bottom is also a freshwater tank drain as well. Furnace exhaust out right here. You have your city water inlet and your gravity fill freshwater tank drain right here, or fill right here. 6-gallon gas electric water heater also located right there. Now, looking up top here real quick, you can again see that fiberglass roof. It was raining, so it looks a little wet up there right now. It was raining when I put it in here, but you can see things up there as far as, you know, your air conditioner, solar panel if you do that feature, TV antenna, some plumbing, stack vents, all that type of stuff. Even though it is a fiberglass roof, you still got to get up there and seal all those holes that were put in the roof. So make sure you do get up there and maintain it from time to time. Doesn't matter if it's fiberglass, rubber, TPO, whatever, they all get those holes put in them and they all got to be maintained. So make sure you do that. On the corner right down here are some data stickers, and we're going to pop those up for you. The first one popping up is your main data sticker, which has production date, axle size, has tire size, also has the gross vehicle weight on it, most important part of the sticker. That tells you the most you can load it up to, axle weight, hitch weight, everything combined. Do not exceed that. Next sticker popping up is going to be your unloaded vehicle weight. That's what it weighed when it rolled off the factory assembly line. Again, axle weight, hitch weight, both combined. Next is your cargo carrying capacity sticker, basically telling you how much gear you can load into the RV. Again, do not exceed that. Last but not least, tire sticker here, basically telling you tire size, but here most importantly, tire pressure. Make sure you check your tire pressure. Very important. If you let the pressure drop too low, the RV cannot hold the weight, or the tires cannot hold the weight of the RV properly. So very important to make sure you maintain your tire pressure. Up front here, you have a 2-inch hitch ball, heavy duty safety chains, 7-way Bargman wiring plug for your lighting and your brakes. Make sure you have a brake control in your vehicle so that you can actually control the brakes of the RV. Very important. Power tongue jack, manual override, light also built in, single 20-pound propane tank, room for 1 or 2 batteries depending on your battery size that you go with. Comes with 0 batteries from the RV maker. They have 1 included with their deals at Couch's RV Nation. Talk with your sales guy about that if you want more. You can also see the Blue Ox bracket here, which was part of that weight distribution hitch system. That is aftermarket, but a very nice hitch system to do. Then you have your 12-volt battery disconnect right here. That's great for storage purposes. You can shut down that battery system and it won't go dead. Window here does flip open. You can obviously see, you've seen that when we were inside as well, but you have that little screened in area, or you can also raise the blind for privacy. All right, we're gonna go back inside. I'm gonna close this up, show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are back up inside the new 2022 R-Pod 190 model here. And I wanna show you what it looks like closed, kind of how this works. So when you are ready to close it up or open it up, you do have to come in here to your little control area up here, and you have interior light switch, porch light switch, awning switch, slide button, awning button. Again, that solar charge controller. So we're gonna hit our slide in button. This again is the Lippert in-wall slide. It's 12-volt motor system, so you just push a button to bring it in and out. So when it comes all the way in, it brings it very close to the wall here. So a skinny person could probably squeeze through there. I'm not going to try it. But real simple to run it right back out. So if you are stopping at a grocery store, you know, Walmart, a rest area, whatever, just takes a couple seconds here to push the button, run this all the way back out. Or you could just run it part of the way back out if you need to, just to run in there and grab something. Real simple and easy. Thanks again, guys, for taking the time to watch my RV videos.